that was a knockdown, without a doubt. You can't spin it no other way. It's too clear. And I think the commission needs to do something about it because it can give me an incentive, anytime I'm not feeling good in a fight, take a knee.
Baffling is that it wasn't a knockdown. I mean, look, he wasn't hurt. There's no doubt about that. But if you take a knee in the fight and you touch down, whilst punches are being thrown, it has to be a knockdown.
I'm not going to say honest because I don't know if honesty had something to do with it. I don't know. But definitely we need better refs that assure themselves, knowing how to make a decision, know they're making the right decision.
New leaked footage has allegedly revealed that Gervonta Davis may have cheated during his fight against Lamont Roach on March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Davis was defending his WBA lightweight title, and the 9th round of the bout has sparked significant controversy. During the round, a seemingly minor jab from Roach appeared to graze Davis's face, yet Davis suddenly dropped to a knee. This moment raised questions since it should have been ruled a knockdown, triggering a full count. However, the referee allowed the action to continue, leading to a majority draw on the scorecards.
Did Gervonta Davis take a knee, and should he have been deducted a point and in the end lost that fight to Roach, in your opinion?
Yeah, in my opinion, if it was a draw, he take a knee. And plus the corner go up and put a towel in the face, that's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
In the aftermath, many have raised doubts not only about the referee's decision, but about Davis's actions during that crucial moment. Newly leaked footage has added fuel to the fire, suggesting that Davis may have deliberately manipulated the situation in his favor to gain an unfair advantage.
That's not a shot at Tank. I respect Tank and I like Tank a lot, but you can't do that.
They reversed the result of your fight.
Yeah.
Should they reverse the result of that fight as well?
Just depends. Like if that changes the whole fight, if that gives Roach a victory, give him the victory. That's how you keep the integrity of the sport, right? That's why they suspended me, right, to keep the integrity of the sport. So I feel like if you're gonna do it to me, you got to do it.
The newly surfaced footage, reportedly captured by someone within the broadcast team, shows the controversial 9th round from an angle never before seen. Observers have pointed out several strange behaviors from Davis. It appears as though Davis paused immediately after the jab, almost as if the knee drop was planned rather than a natural response to the punch. Additionally, a member of Davis's corner can be seen moving unusually close, almost as if ready to intervene. Some analysts believe this knee drop, followed by a retreat to his corner, was a calculated move to disrupt Roach's momentum rather than a genuine reaction to being hurt. Fans and pundits now speculate that what initially seemed like an unfortunate slip may have been a deliberate tactic to buy time.
Knowing how to make a decision, know they're making the right decision, emboldened to make that decision. I think that I don't know that he would have let Roach get away with that. He let Tank Davis get away with. Why? Tank Davis is a star. I think he set a record for the most fans ever in Barclays Stadium. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I believe they hit a new attendance and maybe a gate record. They've done concerts there, they've done fights there, basketball games there.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was the record for the gate for a fight for sure. I think the Rolling Stones might be the only one that beat them at the Barclays. But either way, they did huge numbers.
In response to the allegations, Davis and his team have quickly denied any wrongdoing. Davis has claimed that the knee drop was caused by a momentary lapse in vision due to grease from his freshly done hair. This explanation, however, has been met with skepticism by many. Additionally, Davis's camp argued that leaked footage can be misleading and that the full context of the fight is much more complex than the few seconds of video footage circulated. Referee Steve Willis has also been heavily criticized for not calling the knee drop a knockdown. Some argue that the combination of the referee's inaction and the suspicious nature of Davis's movement suggests a potential collusion.
I don't know. I mean, the reality is can the state call for an immediate rematch? I don't believe they can, the commission. It's really up to the governing body. I mean, the commission can overturn a decision or rule on a decision, but can they order a rematch? That really has to come from the governing body, the WBA, to say, if you want to remain lightweight world champion. But everything I'm hearing is the rematch is going to happen anyway. Like, I think it's pretty much done.
Talk to us about the star power in this May 2nd card.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 3 of the hottest young fighters in terms of that, you know, that social media presence.
The controversy has raised the question of whether boxing authorities need to improve their review processes. Fans are calling for greater transparency in the sport, and some are even demanding full fight footage and detailed explanations from the referee regarding the controversial decision. While the leaked footage has sparked intense debate, it's important to remember that allegations alone don't prove guilt. The footage shows troubling moments, but is only a partial view of the full fight.
I heard some people saying, "Oh, that, you know, he should be disqualified. He went back to the corner." I don't buy that, to be honest with you. I mean, I think that's a warning, but it's a bit of a bizarre situation for me. Like, there was a lot of people in boxing that were saying that this is a really tough fight. Like, Lamont Roach is a serious fighter. I said it. It might not be the biggest profile fight, but it's actually quite a tough fight. And Shakur said to me, like, even the day before, "I'm telling you, he's going to have big trouble tomorrow night." And I just feel like hopefully this could be the little something that gives Gervonta a little wake-up call to take him back to the mindset of maybe where he was.
Boxing is a sport filled with nuances where tactics that blur the line between strategy and cheating are not uncommon. As investigations continue and more context emerges, both fans and officials are looking for clear evidence to either support or refute the allegations against Davis. The debate continues to rage, with Davis's reputation on the line as the incident becomes a reminder that every move in boxing, no matter how brief, can have major consequences.
Star, he brings people, he's got a big fan base, he brings good pay-per-view numbers. I don't know what the numbers are in this, but you know, he's one of the guys that bring good pay-per-view numbers. I think all of that, he brings that with him. When a referee allows him to take a knee, which is not a rule in boxing, and get away with it, and not make it a 10-8 round. That should have been a 10-8 round. He got hit with a jab just before that. I'm not trying to go after Tank Davis. People already know. Some people say I defend him too much, that I'm saying how great he is. And he is. He's a tremendous, complete fighter. Puncher, fighter, inside, outside. He's patient. He's responsible defense.
The fight was incredibly close, with one judge giving Davis the win and 2 others scoring it a draw. However, the controversial knee incident overshadowed the fight. After a jab from Roach, Davis dropped to a knee, but the referee did not rule it a knockdown. Davis's camp argued that it was due to grease from his hair burning his eyes, though many saw it as a tactical move to buy time.
Offensively, he's got fast hands, he puts punches together, he goes to the body and that. He's all of that. He can counter punch, he can set traps, all of that. But he was wrong here. He got away with it. But the sport let him get away with it. There's nothing wrong with the fighting.
The debate continued as Lamont Roach Jr. expressed frustration over the non-knockdown call. Roach felt that he should have won the fight, particularly since the knee drop should have been ruled a knockdown. Roach criticized the referee's failure to penalize Davis for taking a knee and turning his back to the action, as well as for allowing Davis's trainer to assist him during the fight.
The sport that there's a lot wrong with, and there is, and you see it, and we shouldn't keep seeing it. It's got to be stopped. A referee, that is not in the rule book. You get hit with a jab. I know there was a second or 2 in between. Sometimes you see a delay, knockdown, whatever. The punch didn't hurt him. I understand that. But he got hit a jab, and then a second, 2 seconds later, he takes a knee. Guess what? I'm sorry. That constitutes a knockdown. Your knee goes down after a punch somewhere around there. That's a knockdown.
In an interview, Roach discussed how the knee incident boosted his confidence, as he believed it signified that his strategy was working. He was frustrated when the referee did not continue the count after Davis dropped to a knee. Meanwhile, in social media exchanges, fighters like Ryan Garcia and Terrence Crawford voiced their support for Roach, arguing that the knee should have been ruled a knockdown. Despite the controversy, Davis's unbeaten record remains intact, and the New York State Athletic Commission has decided not to reverse the decision, though they acknowledge the referee's mistake. Roach, however, remains optimistic and continues to push for a rematch, convinced that he deserved the victory. The situation highlights the need for more transparency and accountability in boxing, ensuring that such incidents are properly addressed in the future.